Hello, how's it going? Today I'm talking about another story, Animal Farm by George Orwell. I studied that story back in my institute, and I like George Orwell's writings, especially his political inclination. This story is an allegory, which means it's a metaphor. The story about some animals living in a farm who then realize that they are being oppressed by humans and they have no rights. The humans make them work and then they eat them at the end and kill them. So they decided that they have rights. They have equal rights, just like the humans. And so they decided to revolt and rebel against the humans. And they succeeded, which is the idea of a revolution. The concept of this idea is really, really important. So many people in the world believe the world is as is. Things cannot change. Things will never change. Things will always be as they are. And when someone comes up with that idea that, things are not what they are, we are just living this way because we do not know any other way. We do not change, but we are much more than just people to be controlled, or as in that story, the metaphorical allegory, animals to be controlled by humans. The story of people and oppression is a story that goes a long, long time in the history. People have the power. People can change. People can be different and can make a difference in the world. I think this is the core message from the story Animal Farm. However, also the concept of power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts, absolutely. The leader of those animals is called Napoleon, who is a pig, who had the idea of starting the revolution and making the animals revolt and then take control and have their rights. But then the humans started befriending Napoleon and making him above the other animals. And this is the downfall. The downfall of the people who want to make the change. They don't want to make it for real gain, for good of mankind. They want to make it for power. They are also hungry for their own agendas. And so the humans started giving the pigs power and giving them alcohol and drink and becoming equal to them. And the other animals started being jealous because, power corrupts. And so at the end, the animals have lost the war again against the humans. It's all a metaphor for the Russian Revolution and the experiences that George Orwell had also in his other story, 1984, which is about the big brother, the big system, the big government that is watching upon everyone. The metaphor of the people who are being led and misled. When you have the media, when you have the guns, when you have the power, even if you are little in number, the masses are controlled by the media, controlled by power. They are afraid. This is the core message, I think, in the farm, that people are afraid of the concept, are afraid of the authority. They are not afraid of something real, of something tangible, because the power, yes, with the system, the guns and the media with the system, but the people are more than the system. The people in numbers, at least, they are more than the system. So they can change it, they can control it, they can revolt, they can change. But why? Why can't the people change? Why are the people being led like animals, do not have the will to change? Well, the answer is because this is what they know. They have not seen any alternative. The idea has not even been planted in their head. In his story, 1984, he said that the government changed the language. For example, they changed the language from the word fire into something that is shiny and makes heat. They changed the language from the word revolution and rebellion into a group of people coming together to do some bad things or to do some damage. So changing the language, changing the concept inside people's heads, make them believe that what they are in is reality, and it's never going to change, and it should never change. But I believe in change. I believe the allegory, the metaphor for change is absolute. The world is changing. We have witnessed 10 years ago the change that has gone to the world, and I believe we are changing and continuing to change. We have to change, otherwise our lives is not meaningful. Otherwise our lives does not have a meaning. So I think the core message of Animal Farm is that we should not accept the fact that things as they are. We should not accept being led as animals, as sheep, and accept reality as is. We should make reality. But first, we need to make our minds. We need to become cultured. We need to have the power. We need to have a vision on what we are doing and how we are doing it. We need to come together, because separating the animals from each other, having a hierarchy between people, is the best way to divide and then rule, as they say. Divide, then rule. But when people are united onto one vision, you can never rule them and be a shepherd and guide people as animals. So this is, I think, the core message from Animal Farm, and I hope that that you like it.